if you beat Fruit Ninja, like if you play the game that much that you win it, the iPad should self-destruct and kill you.
Hi, welcome to another Latino with a podcast. I'm the Latino with a podcast, Christian Hennis Mayer, and today I am with AJ Leidig. Leidig?
Yeah, you kind of nailed that.
Leidig? Okay. This is Papi. This is Julian Jose, the Gacelis that we won, and today we're estrenando because there's not a word in English for estrenar that is like used for the first time.
Okay,
We have a word for that. It's called estrenar.
really?
It's like when you use something, but in English you don't have that. But you have a panic button. So if there's any topic you don't want to talk about, you can just hit the bell.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't feel like I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna be
so where
honest.
were you on 9/11?
9/11.
Immediately.
I was a child. I think I was alive. I was just in a hospital because I was like a baby.
I really I was like, how old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy? People that are
This
20,
podcast is over.
23 were like
Okay.
barely open for. We were like barely alive for 9/11.
Yeah.
Also, congrats on the Gazelle.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you so
huge.
much. It is huge, and it will help me with the talent visa. But yeah, AJ is my favorite comedian that has an acronym on his name. Can we know what AJ means, or is
Uh,
a secret that no
I hit
one?
panic
will-
button. No, it's Anthony James.
Anthony
It's
James.
very basic,
No, but
very
it's
easy.
cool. It's
Yeah.
very white.
incredibly white,
Incredibly white.
incredibly not Latino with a podcast.
Yeah, and this is something more white about him. It's like any other is like gluten and dairy.
Yeah.
Really white. That's you cannot be Mexican and have like a allergy to corn, like to wheat.
It sucks so much, dude. I just have to go into restaurants and be like, "Do you have gluten free?" And they're like, "You pussy," and I'm like, "I'm not. This isn't like a preference. Like, I will throw up in your bathroom. That's not,
Still a pussy.
I'm sorry. I'm still a pussy, but
And
you
they're
know,
like we have customers that have gluten free allergy. They throw up in the bathroom, but they they have
Yes,
it.
mm.
They have the burritos.
yeah. I'm like, "Do you have anything gluten free?" They're like, "We have men's sperm. Feels like you'd be into that." And I'm like, "All right, man. I'm not."
I told you were older. When did you start doing comedy?
I started when I was 19, so I was like a baby.
Yeah, not a baby.
I was a
you-
child.
Yeah, he had long hair.
If you
like,
knew me when I was 19, I was a child. I still am, but yeah, I was a hair down his shoulders. I thought I could grow a beard. I had nothing. It was just a
But you have some. Like I used to have like patches, like
yeah.
places where beers like no, not there.
I had like all of them. It was connected, but it was just a chin strap, so like it didn't go up to my cheeks.
Yeah, it's just like
It was a crazy
I
look.
had that. It's
It's a
horrible.
crazy look with just a chin strap and like shoulder length hair.
Yeah, no, it's like informatic guy, IT guy.
Yeah,
That's an IT guy look, like long hair and just the cheap
that is
beard.
yeah with like one earring.
Yeah,
It's like kind of gross. Yeah,
and it's like you have the square lenses, like the glasses. And
Yep. yeah. That was
Oh
my,
yeah, you have to reboot the.
that was my look. That was my digs.
I always bring like topics, and the topic for you.
Yeah, what you got?
I didn't know you were so young. I'm impressed because he's really doing really good in comedy. So now I'm
I do
jealous.
okay.
I started comedy when I was 23, I believe.
Okay.
So like it's amazing to see how
Yeah.
how many.
Which,
things
by
you
the
have
way,
done.
starting at 23 is still young. Like you still
Yeah,
started
it's still young, but
yeah,
but you started like
I was just a child. I was a baby.
so. I'm gonna start with this topic because I find it interesting, and I
Mm.
wanted to see because I believe like you are Gen Z, right?
Yes.
So are you feeling like that war is gonna end soon and we don't have any hope, or because most of Gen Z is like why work because everything is falling apart, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I feel like we're all doomers about that. There's no.
There's
don't
no
know.
future.
No, there probably is. Like it'll be fine. I feel like every generation is like the generation before us sucks and the world is ending, and then it
Yeah,
never
I feel that.
happens.
But there's okay, there's news about supposedly time traveler from the year to 2600
Okay.
that said that in 2025 there's gonna be a massive blackout. Like the power grid is gonna go down and it's gonna be like chaotic. Which site? I saw this story in Jerusalem.com. So so maybe it's not the best site.
Yeah, this was a Wikipedia article that you read or something.
No, but I don't care. I don't. Obviously, this is like something creating content, whatever.
Uh,
But then I found out there's a tech talk about a guy, and his name is Samuel Fainberg. He has a TikTok that have over 41 million views 4 years ago. That he says like at some point we're gonna get to blackout, and it's like what are we gonna do? Because right now everything is on the internet.
Right.
One of the things like I've been saying like if there's a blackout, you how much money do you have?
That's a good point. Probably like $150.
But in your account.
No, that's what I mean. Like in cash, that's
In
what I have
cash, yeah,
left.
like yeah, whatever is on your account that you don't have that anymore.
Right. I'd actually prefer that. If we all started from zero, I'd be closer to a lot of people than I am right now. That would be nice. Also, if there's a blackout, how are we all gonna post Instagram reels? That's a huge problem.
Yeah, the comics.
It's a huge problem people don't talk about enough. Is like, what are we gonna do with man on the street content if there's no internet?
We just film it and show it to people on the street.
Are we
Like,
just
hey,
gonna
look at this
we're
shit.
just gonna talk to people on the street with no camera?
we get the views like we just have a piece of paper and we're okay. This
Yeah.
person, you watch it.
Just where you count it. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Would you like to leave a comment?
No. Okay.
Would you like to share? And you just point at their friend down the street. You're like, all right,
Just keep it. That would be interesting to see live.
that would be fun.
That would be like a nice sketch, like the grid goes down and it's this person just like
Yeah.
going person to person like, hey, can you bring more people? Come here, like there's 3 people here.
Not to change. Do you do man on the street stuff ever?
No,
Okay. I don't. It's my new pet peeve for comedian. I just don't like comedians doing man on the street. It's just so overdone at this point. And every man on the street video I see from a comic, it's always like a very funny person, but then in the video they're not funny. Like they're just going to someone and being like, "What do you do for work?" And they're like, "I'm an accountant." Like, "Whoa, that's crazy." And then they look at the camera and there's like a weird zoom end of video, and you're like, "What is the point of this? Who's
Oh.
watching this? What is this for?"
so you count numbers. Thank you for watching. Keep it. What the fuck just happened?
It's so crazy. And then you're like, but then always the people in the video, like, I think they're funny on stage.
Okay.
So I'm like, why don't you just post you on stage?
I believe because people are afraid of running out a little bit of beats to post.
Fair.
Because I recently posted a beat that is an old beat, but I did it again, and I uploaded, but I was like this is already. If you scroll down, you'll see the same joke,
Yeah.
just
that's
another
fair.
background. But I posted and it went really good on
Good.
TikTok, and I was like, okay, maybe you just keep posting because you don't know which joke is gonna reach which audience.
Yeah, it's almost like arrogant to assume that the same people are going to see the same videos. It's like, it goes to different. It's
But-
all going everywhere.
What do you think is gonna be your life is if the power grid goes down and
What's
or
going to be
the-
my life?
there's no internet.
Oh.
There's no like the cars are there, but no traffic lights, so it's a disaster.
Yeah.
There's like no bank accounts. Like you have to carry cash.
I honestly think I'd be happier.
Imagine if you're like, what do you do for work?
I'd probably still do stand up.
Stand up, yeah, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
Now promoting it will be a bitch.
Brody would be a bitch, but again, that kind of levels the playing field. Like, you'd have to actually be good.
Yeah,
That would be kind of nice.
but it's like designers. Fuck you. We don't need that. Like
Yeah. But again, we don't really need them now.
graphics.
My point is, any of
AI.
those jobs that we would get rid of were already kind of unnecessary.
For example,
You didn't need,
give
you
me
know.
the jobs you hate. And
Well,
you're
it's just
"Why
like,
this?"
okay, if the power grid goes down tomorrow, every single social media content creator, the social
Gone.
media person at some company is gone. But also, that's kind of good for them to get fired.
Yeah.
I kind of want them to get fired now with the internet still up.
There you
So
go.
if the
AJ
power
wants
grid goes
people to get
down,
fired.
You know, I'm kind of okay with it. The more you're like describing this dystopian reality, I'm like, this
Yeah,
actually sounds like a
love
good
it.
time.
I believe people is like are gonna connect with nature. People,
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "Are you my son? Like we've
Well,
been living in the same house all this time."
'cause that's kind of what lockdown was. Like COVID was that. It's
You-
like
you
people
play
would-
video
people
games,
would just
right?
go on walks.
No,
What's up?
No video games. Do
No
you,
video
you play
games?
video games?
I do.
Goodbye to video games.
Oh yeah, you can do
iPad
it.
kids. What is gonna happen with iPad kids? Imagine a kid that doesn't understand what is happening and is like, "There's no iPad."
But again, that would be good for them.
That would be.
That would be so good for them.
Yeah, but the first week is gonna be awful.
Yeah, it'll be like a purge. They should make like tech.
They just killed.
I honestly think they could make like tech rehabs, where it's like you go there, like you go to rehab for like a week, not a week obviously, but like you go to rehab for like an extended period of time, and the concept is that like there's nothing that's gonna like tempt you in this building. Like we're not gonna watch movies with drugs. No one's gonna talk about drugs. No one's gonna do anything with drugs. I think you could make that for technology of just like here you're gonna come here for 2 weeks and you're not gonna use the internet and you're also not gonna have to use the internet.
This is
Like
a business idea, actually.
that could work.
Like nothing like there's like
Yeah.
plant a tree or something.
Mm.
Actually, there's people that are like I believe iPad kids, and you are like that
Mm.
generation that are
Yes.
really addicted to screens.
Make it like an iPad kid like anti-tech daycare.
Yeah,
Of just like we
dude,
don't.
I have seen this. I work in a restaurant as a server, and I've
Mm.
seen iPad kids that the food arrive, and literally the dad's like, okay, this is time for eating.
Yeah.
They hold to the shit, grab it, and start screaming,
Mm.
and the dad's just like,
Yeah.
it's like okay,
Also
it's
though,
like an animal. It's like whoa, whoa, whoa.
that's what I mean. Like I kind of get it. Like if I'm being honest, as a parent, if I started to grab my kid's iPad and they started screaming and biting me, I'd be like, "Fuck it, take the iPad. That's fine. I don't want to."
Yeah, what's the there's a name for that sound when they
Like a screech.
like a screech at you, and you're like, okay, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
At that point, I'm like, you could have the iPad. That's fine.
At that
You
point,
earned it. That's cool. Or yeah, take the kid out.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like, let me give you a hug.
I honestly think the world would be a better place if every iPad self-destructed right now and killed whoever was holding it.
I don't have iPads. I always say
That's what I mean. The only because like iPhones are different, computers are different. Everyone with an iPad kind of is okay with dying. That's fine.
and that aligns with you. You don't like a graphic designer. A graphic designer just doing.
That's what I mean. Like
just doing
everyone,
his job, and it's a boom.
if every iPad self-destructed and killed the person that's holding it, you're not going to tell me that wouldn't be like a good group of people to lose.
What about if you are in a restaurant and they have these menus that are in an iPad?
They have menus in an iPad?
Yeah.
Well, they have the QR codes, right?
Yeah,
But you looked it up on your phone.
but there's a restaurant that's like, we want to be fancy, and you just go to the restaurant, you just explode. It's like,
I don't.
what are you doing in that restaurant?
There's no need to have an iPad in the year 2025. There's no need to have an iPad.
You never had an iPod, right? Like iPod Nano.
I did. I had
You did?
I had an iPod Shuffle, and then I had an
You had
iPod
the
Touch.
shuffle,
Yes.
the square.
The shuffles were sick.
Yeah.
The shuffles, I actually, unironically, would use an iPod Shuffle today.
Yeah. What do you think about the people who still use the earphones that have the cable?
I still do.
I really.
I refuse to use wireless headphones. I think they suck.
There's a video of a guy that just goes with AirPods and he cuts.
And then gives them AirPods. I'd be furious.
And
I like my wired headphones.
dude, I've seen like a couple that people are so wholesome, but at the same time, the person is like,
Yeah, like, why would you do this?
"These were my earphones," and the guy's like, I just want to see the scissor
I
work.
also just don't want to charge my headphones. I don't know. I know that's a boomer take, but I just don't.
Oh, I agree.
I
Like,
don't like charging anything besides my phone.
one of the most annoying things about the earphones that I have is like sometimes I go out, forgot to charge them, and
Yeah.
it's like, well, now I have to be here with my thoughts.
Yeah,
Fuck
so
that.
so yeah.
I have to
wireless
be aware
headphones-
of the environment, and
Wireless
I hate
headphones
it.
never die. That's the great.
Exactly.
I have wireless headphones in my bag in my car right
Yeah,
now.
and actually, the other thing is like you can say to people like to not share with you like oh, you want to hear it?
Mm.
The people is like, why are you listening? It's like, oh, it's uncomfortable.
Right, right.
You cannot listen to this.
Yeah.
And then you just keep listening to your fucking music. Okay, before we go to the pause, any last take? So you agree you want the poker grid to? I believe it will be a porch for a moment because
Yeah.
no electricity, your fridge doesn't work.
I didn't even think about that.
Is
Here's the thing: when you
nothing.
brought up
It's-
power grid
it's-
doesn't work, and I instantly was like, "Oh no, the internet would be down." That would be like the least important thing.
It's like no lights.
Yeah, no lights and
electricity.
water and everything would be like a
Nah,
way,
water.
it'd be like a way bigger deal. I don't know.
I still agree.
I don't know. I think it'd still be kind of a fun time. Internet going down, iPads exploding. I think those are all good things.
But apparently like what the guy in the tech that says is like it's really possible because the from time to time the song is like look what I can do, and there's like a solar flare.
Yeah.
At some point there can be a big fucking massive solar flare that actually fucked up all electronics. And
Okay.
so it's like we can be but please watch this episode before the power grid goes down. I need the views. Watch the podcast. But we're gonna go to a pause so we can try to explode the kids with iPads. Just the kids. Just kids with iPads. Everybody who's playing Fruit Ninja.
Yes.
You play Fruit Ninja, the third watermelon explodes.
Yeah, if you beat Fruit Ninja, like if you play the game that much that you win it, the iPad should self-destruct and kill you.
I believe that that should be the last level of Candy Crush.
That should be it.
That
is
you know, they're
die.
like old ladies that they just,
Yes,
they're
yeah.
like, what level are you? Like, I'm on level 2099. Like you,
You're gonna die. We're gonna explode the iPad in your face. And that's okay, but
that would be
It's just how you go
an
out.
amazing way to of euthanasia.
yeah.
Like it's like, how do you want to go? Well, I want to be the last level of Candy Crush, and then
Yes,
something happens. It's like I with a sniper. It's like this lady's on the level.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I love that.
That's my iPad.
That's the way. If I have enough money, I'll do it.
Okay, I'm down. I will invest.
I'll do that for me and for you. Like
All my $150 in cash, I will invest.
you're investing in a
Okay.
sniper that is just kills people that beat Candy Crush. Let's do that.
I'm down.
If you beat Candy Crush, we're going for you. Okay, let's do a pause. And we are back. We killed 2 kids with iPads. The iPad didn't explode. We just killed them. Okay, I have more topics to talk about, and this might get you to touch the
Okay.
panic button.
I'm impressed that you came in with questions. I do love that.
because this part is like, uh, at some point I'll get canceled if this podcast like
Mm.
actually goes super well. Like,
Okay.
a lot of people will hate this podcast because this is the kind of topics I like. I don't know if you saw the video of like the rapper that she was overweight and she tried to get a Lyft and the driver refused because she was
I have seen
overweight,
that. Yeah.
and then she sued Lyft because it's like, oh, this is like
Oh, yeah. It's like
fatphobic,
discrimination.
it's
Mm.
discrimination. What do you think about that? Because I saw how she looks. Her name, let's say her name. Her name is Dank Demos. Demos. I don't know, whatever way you wanna.
I don't know.
But she's like clearly overweight to the point that is like, if she is booking a plane, she have to buy 2 tickets. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah. That being said, all the seats should be bigger, but just naturally because they're like uncomfortable.
And I don't know what car was she like.
That's fair.
The guy was in a Corolla.
Yeah. Well, also, like, this is going to be maybe a dumb take. I feel like she probably could have fit in the car. I've never seen, like, I've been around real big people and real small cars. You always, like, find a way to
And
make
you
it
can say
work.
it's Will Hill. It's okay.
Yeah.
I know him too.
Will
Hill.
Will
shout out.
I have a Hyundai Elantra. We could get Will Hill in my Hyundai Elantra. We'd figure it out.
Yeah, but
It'd be fine.
but how are your like suspensor?
Yeah, I mean, I might have to fill up my tires a little bit afterwards,
Yeah.
but we could fit him.
The car just goes like.
Yeah, it'd be fine. We're only gonna go in circles, but we'll be fine. You can fit bigger people into cars. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but
That's what kind of annoys me about that is just like people are like it's fat phobic, and then the other side is like, well, she shouldn't have ordered a Lyft in the first place. It's like,
I mean, she can order a Lyft, but my take is this: even though Lyft is the app,
mm,
I believe this is why she's suing the app and not the guy.
yeah,
Like, because Lyft is the one that have the no discrimination policies, but at the end of the time, it's your car, so you decide who gets in your car.
right.
Like, because it's your private property. So
So that was he wouldn't let her into the car.
yeah, because it's like you are too big for my car, and the car like has the limitations.
Oh, then she should sue that guy. That guy's an asshole.
No, it's your private property.
Yeah, but he signed up to give her a ride.
Yeah, but what if?
That's the whole job.
Okay, what if you
He-
are
okay.
an Uber driver?
Yeah.
You are the Uber driver,
Mm.
and your passenger is just comes with a Nazi, is like the swastika in his forehead, and it's like, hey, give me a ride. And you can deny it.
Fair, but that is
It's your
different.
car.
That's different. That's different.
What if one Nazi guy is like they don't allow him on the car, and he's like, I'm gonna sue Lyft because this is discrimination.
Yeah. I guess I just feel like that's a little bit different.
It's a little bit. I know.
My-
Like, I'm not saying that fat people and Nazis are the same because people are like, oh, so you're saying no. I'm just saying like, it's your car. Like,
Mm.
if you can do whatever with your car, you're aligned with Lyft, but at the end of the time, it's your property.
Yeah. But also, did he take the money?
I believe he didn't take the money. He was just like, hey, like my car
Oh, then it's
cannot,
fine.
cannot like support this way. Maybe he's like suspensor, like the
Mm.
amortiguadores. the the cylindric reservoir that
Yeah.
like, allows the car to hold weight. Maybe he's like due to change them, and he's
Mm.
like if she gets in, the car might suffer. Like
The car will get fucked up. But also, it's a car. There's no like weight limit to cars.
I believe there is
No, they're huge.
the
They're
cars.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have weight limits.
Not like strict ones.
Yeah, like I believe
Not like a.
I believe he still was like a little like I don't
I've
wanna
put a
say-
full couch in my Hyundai Elantra that probably weighs 500 pounds. Nothing
What
happens.
kind of couch do you have?
Not 500. 500 is excessive. But you get what I mean. I've put a full couch in there. Folded up, obviously. It's a futon. But I got that into my car. Like, you can add weight to a car. It's not like a,
I still believe he has the right to decide who gets in his car or not. Maybe fat phobic, yes, but at the same time, it's like one person comment on the YouTube
Mm.
video talking about this that is like if she gets into the car and then she cannot get out of the car because of like maybe the car is too small,
now it's her
that
car.
that's another like lawsuit.
Well, I think that's an okay way to like everyone wants to buy cars through CarMax, but if you get into a car and you're wedged in and now you can't get out, I think that's a good way to acquire a vehicle.
To a bigger vehicle.
No, it's just like now you own that car.
It's like yeah, this is
Yeah.
mine now.
Yeah, if you get in the car and you can't get out, it's like that is by default your car now.
This is part of your body now.
She
Actually.
might be a businesswoman, and that's okay too.
Yeah, she's like that's how he owns.
Yeah,
Can I have time on stage? It's like no, she just like walk on stage and they cannot
yeah.
take her out. It's like now this is
They
my
can't
stage.
get her out now. It's hers. That's fine. That's totally acceptable. Honestly, I'm kind of taking her side now. No, just because it's like,
Okay.
why would he? Really quick, why would he like? You accept the ride, so you're gonna make money. First of all, you're a Lyft driver, so it's not like you have like the highest standards for yourself in the
Yeah.
world. You're not like crushing it, You drive for Lyft, and then you see a woman on the sidewalk, and you're like, she's too fat to get into my Honda Accord or whatever. That is, and then you deny the money to go to take another ride. I don't really like this guy. I don't know.
Yeah, he just had really bad luck because maybe this is something that happens more often, but this was like a rapper that has some following and she sued. But maybe this happened like
Is she like 800 pounds? Like, how big could she be that she can't fit in a car?
she's like 500 pounds.
Okay. I feel like I could fit a 500-pound person in my car.
Yeah, if you can fit a couch, a futon.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
I have picture of her.
Okay. Okay, now I'm starting to get it. This is a large woman. Okay.
After all of this conversation, it's like
Yeah, you should.
actually he's right.
Bro,
Okay.
you should have led with the picture, dude. You should have led with the picture
No, this
immediately.
is so much funnier. Like
Why did you wait
this
until
is
I
the-
made an argument to show me the picture?
No, this is the clip. The clip is you like defending her, then watching the picture like, okay, he's right. Okay.
I kind of get it, dude. Yeah, I understand. I still I feel like okay. What do they have a picture of the car?
I would love to have picture of the car, but I don't have it.
I mean, they could have tossed her on the roof or something,
And just put like ropes
Yeah, like
around,
like a kayak or whatever. We would be fine. Yeah,
yeah. That's if you're over like this size, you just get
yeah.
get in
Like
the
you ever
roof of
seen
the
how
car.
you ever seen how like the Pope rides in like a big chair that's like on top of the car?
Yeah.
you could have just done that.
Actually, this is a nice segue for the next topic that I have.
Okay.
Talking about the Pope. But that was so funny that he saw the the image and he's like, okay, maybe
Yeah.
rent 2 cars.
Maybe. Yeah, because what is her option then at that point?
Walking.
All right, but that's so mean. What is the? There's
No,
gotta
no,
be
no,
a
no, no.
solution.
I believe the solution is like asking maybe not a Lyft, but
Mm.
like I don't know if Lyft have
Like
it,
a
but,
U-Haul.
like you. I was
You
gonna
want her
go,
to- you
no,
want-
I was gonna go with Uber X, Uber Black, but you're are
You
you
want her to mail herself home? to the gym?
just buying getting like a cat tractor.
Yeah, sorry, you're too big for Lyft. Have you heard of UPS?
Just like these like bulldozers.
Dude, that's
And this is okay. Panic
Okay.
button. We're gonna get canceled. Okay, fuck. But the next topic I have for you. I don't know if you saw the Vatican in a really important mission of getting more youth and kids into church.
do you say youth or Jews?
youth. Or not,
Okay.
not Jews.
Okay.
They
Okay.
can get Jews
I
in.
don't know why I thought you were
But
like
there are
you were
kids,
trying to get Jews into the
little
Catholic
kids
Church.
into the
Okay.
Catholic Church,
Sorry. Continue.
which is really bad because we know what happened with kids in there.
Yes.
But they create a anime girl that is like now the mascot of the Vatican. It's called Luce. That is like it's so close to Lucifer. But
Yeah.
have you seen that?
I have not.
Okay, I'll show you.
That's the mascot of the
Well, the
Vatican.
mascot. First, why the Vatican has a mascot, but this is the mascot of the Vatican, and of course they put this out, and immediately people are starting to do hentai version of.
Yeah, there's for sure like AI porn of that, right?
Yeah,
Gotta be out there.
immediately. It was like immediately.
That was my immediate thought. Was like that looks like it would be in an AI porn video. Okay. Yeah. This
Of
is
course.
just the Vatican.
And now kids are really into the Vatican.
Yeah. And now kids are Catholic as hell.
Yeah.
Honestly, that might bring me back to the church. If that's what it takes. Yes.
Like, what do you think? Like, it was a right choice of the Vatican to be like
To add a mascot.
to
I
have a
don't know.
mascot that can become so easy an anime girl.
I just don't. What is the need to rebrand Jesus? I grew up Catholic. Yeah, I don't get why are we all trying to rebrand like those commercials that are like he gets us. It's like who's paying for Jesus commercials and why do we need them?
Yeah, it's like
I don't get what is the
like
Catholic Church is like we got to rebrand. It's
church
like
should be like microwave. No one have ever seen app commercial for a microwave.
yeah, it's just like it's there. That's
It's
actually
there.
a great
You
point.
just need it.
There's certain things that you just don't need commercials for.
Yeah, like
And I feel like religion is one of them.
yeah, religion should be like you just feel you need it and then you attend to. But
Yeah.
you shouldn't have like there shouldn't be a marketing team on the Vatican. It's like, what do we do?
Yeah. Like no one
To attract more kids. It's like don't say it like that.
I don't think they were like who's becoming a lifelong Catholic because they're like I can't afford Hulu without ads, so I saw a Jesus He Gets Us ad on Hulu in between
There's
Rick and
Jesus
Morty.
ads in Hulu.
Yeah, maybe just my algorithm. But
And they're like, we need AJ back.
my point being like
He was
who's
such a cute kid.
who's
We need to have long hair again.
who's seeing that? Who is literally like watching a streaming service, seeing a He Gets Us ad, and then being like, "That's the sign that I needed." You know, I feel like it's what religion is, which is like an echo chamber of like those commercials aren't for people that they're like the He Gets Us commercials, and even that, it's like they're not using that rebrand to recruit new people to Catholicism. It's just to make the people that already believe it feel better about themselves.
Okay, because we have a mascot.
Yeah,
But I believe they're trying to reach, and something that is happening is like, and it's because of rebellion, because your generation is rebelling against my generation, because my generation, there's a lot of people who don't believe in religious and
Yeah.
atheists, and rebelling against that is believing against. So in your generation, there's a lot of people that actually are pretty religious, and I have a lot of friends that is like, yeah, my friends are super like Christian, super Catholic, and it's something that in my generation is
do
didn't
you
happen.
think do you think Gen Z is religious? Is that a thing?
A lot of people, like a lot of Gen Zs, are like becoming a lot super religious.
I feel like it's lower than ever.
The
I
thing,
could be wrong.
the thing is like you are a stand-up comedian, so you are surrounded by first people
By
older
atheists.
than you,
Mm.
atheists, and but on top of that, people like you're one of the youngest. I'm pretty sure in most shows.
Yeah.
So you're surrounded by people that are like, yeah, I don't believe in anything. Blah, 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 blah."
Mm.
But I believe if you get in circles that are like of your age, it's possible to see a lot of people that that they really believe in
Yeah.
Catholic church or whatever
Mm.
or whatever religious you're in. But they're more religious than my generation. I'm not saying like before, like in the 18th centuries,
Right.
but more than at least my generation. My generation, there's a lot of people who are like, we're done with this. They're
It's fair. I feel like religion goes in cycles always.
yeah,
It makes sense.
yeah. We should bring the Crusades back. Let's keep people for in the
Yeah,
name of
Let's go to war over iPads and God.
yeah. That's the conclusion of the podcast. Like, put the power grid down and let's embrace tradition and just kill people for religion.
I think if the power grid went down, honestly, that would push more people to be religious.
Yeah,
That would push a lot of people into religion, which is a lot of people view that like I grew up Catholic. A lot of people view that as like a good thing. That it's like, oh, but if dire circumstances came, people would go religious.
I don't know
I
if
think
like
that's a
the thing, but it would
very
be like
bad
this
thing.
is God punishing us because we are not believers and that's why we don't have la da da da.
No, I think it's just like the more dire things get, the more people turn to religion, but that's not a good thing. That means when things aren't going good. That means when things are going good, people don't believe in God.
Yeah, that's what they say. Was like, oh,
Like if people don't believe in your mission when things are going well for them, that means they probably don't believe in it at all.
yeah, it's like when the plane is crashing.
Mm.
Like a lot of religious people is like one of their arguments is like, yeah, but let's see who you pray for when the plane's crashing. It's
Yeah.
like, why do I need God just there? It's like,
That's what I mean. Like if you're truly religious, it shouldn't bother. Like if you I guess my point being, if you only turn to religion once the power grid goes down, you probably aren't religious to begin with.
yeah, it's like you just need it in this moment. But and probably if it is like one day and the next day you have the power grid on and
Mm.
you're like, yeah, I didn't need God.
No, what was I thinking? That was crazy.
It was just me. Like
I blacked out. That was wild.
just having the spirits of God for a day, and it's like, yeah,
It's funny to get blacked out and become Catholic.
you just put a review. It's like, it was fine.
He's just like, what did I do last night? You're like, oh fuck, I got baptized. All right, I gotta. Oh shit! All right, I gotta call my dad.
Hey, Dad, like, I'm so sorry. You have to.
Dad, can you pick me up? I got really drunk. I got baptized last night, dude. Yeah, I'm in a lake. Okay.
Yeah, I've signed up for confirmation next week. I don't know
Yeah.
how to get out.
Dad, I blacked out last night. I blessed some homeless guy. I'm sorry. Okay. I gave him anointing of the sick.
Yeah, I have a tattoo of like belief in my arm.
Yeah.
I became a carpenter. Imagine you waking up and you have you like waking up, you have a cross project in the corner, and you're
So
like, what
funny,
the
yeah.
fuck?
just like a Jesus tramp stamp. You're like, oh, fuck. All right.
You know, there's people. Okay, we did that. I'm gonna end because this tattoo for me is so funny. There's people who had tattoo in the right arm, like it's like the cross and like the arm, like Jesus is also your arm,
Yeah.
and it like blends with your hand, and it's like Jesus and the cross, and then the rest of the Jesus,
Hmm.
and it's like and the comments on that tattoo was like, so every time you jerk off,
You're using Jesus.
is jerking you off.
Yes.
And the Vatican's like, we approve. Okay, with that, we're gonna. If you're a kid, better. Stop it. My God, we're gonna get canceled. We're gonna. Do you have any shows coming up? This is gonna come out in 2 weeks. Actually, I'll start to
What we
tell
got?
people exactly when it's gonna come up.
Yeah. Tell me when, and then I'll let you know.
Exactly, because so it's gonna come out the 28th of February.
Oh, sweet. If you're watching this on the 28th of February, first of all, thank you. If this is the 28th, I'll be at the Lincoln Lodge and Comedy Clubhouse tomorrow, both in Chicago.
Perfect. There you go. And well, adios. You had to say adios in Spanish.
Adios.
Adios.